All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. That's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem and in the name of Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching word and truth and sincerity of the brother taught by the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will, another video to edify in the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And I wanted to make, I guess you call this an exhortation video. Bros, you've been called in this thing to be made like unto the image of the Son. And that starts within the spirit. It says, this is Philippians 2 and 5. It says, let this mind be in you, which was also in the Mashiach, who, being in the form of the Most High, thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men, being found and fashioned as a man. And fashioned as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even to the death of the cross. You're being called to have the same mind as Yahushai. Meaning you take the low, you walk as Yahushai did, you operate and think as Yahushai would have. 1 Corinthians 2 and 16. It says, who had known the mind of Yahweh by Shem Shai, that he may instruct him, but we have the mind of a Mashiach. So, bros being called into this thing, you're really being shaped and fashioned to be little Yahweh Shais on earth. And when we first came into this thing, you were closer to the world than you were closer to the Lord. And as the years go by, and your season and experience works within you, right, and wisdom grows within you, you come further and further away from the world. And you got to be willing and ready at all times to stand with the Lord against the world. And sometimes that's going to make you an enemy to those in your household. Because the real one that's in the truth is you. Our wives aren't in the truth. They're truth adjacent. They're not really in the truth. They still want the things of the world. They're not fashioned, and they're not putting their mind to try to operate how the Lord wanted. We are. And when you understand that, you know that that's going to come with conflict. It's going to come with friction. Because when you came in, you were still close to the world, so it was a lot easier. People accepted you more, but as the time goes by, you become more stiffer in the faith, right? Become more steadfast in your faith, your service to the Lord, the service to the brotherhood, the fulfilling of your lot within His truth. Those that have not grown are going to find everything wrong. But it's your job to stay the path. Right? This first foremost goes for me. It's something that's been on my mind. And I know many brothers are dealing with this right now. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus 3:33. Sirach 33. It's 19. I'll start at 18. Hear me, O great men of the people, and hearken to to hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. You see, this is something you got to pay attention to. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. All right, this is something you were supposed to take a heed to. Give not your son, your wife, your brother, your friend power over you while you live. And within this faith, you're going to meet that crossroads where you're going to have to start setting stark boundaries. And in the world, when you first came into truth, you were willing to allow certain things to go slide, and people became comfortable, but they didn't grow. That goes for our families, our friends, all that stuff. That's when we winked at it. But now we're getting further down the line, right? Now prophecies are coming to pass further. Now the Lord has tried your spirit more. So those same things that you would have let slide, you're not letting those slide no more. And that's going to cause contention. And it's okay. You stick the path of righteousness. Don't be over righteous, but stick the path of righteousness, man. We are not no regular, everyday Negroes. We're not no normal men. You cannot treat or expect us to accept how people in the world would treat a normal man. No, you got to treat us with honor and respect, with the same merit that we've dished out to you. Because the Lord said he's going to get him to the great men. Even right here, it said in the 18th verse, it says, hear me, O ye great men of the people. That's the position that we're taking. It says, as long as thou, in verse 20, as long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. For better it is that thy children should seek to thee than thou shouldest stand to their courtesy. Meaning what? It's better that they have to labor to get to you than you have to sit here and bow down, courtesy, and wait for them to come to you. And all thy works keep to thyself the preeminence. Leave not a stain in thine honor. In all thy works keep to thyself the preeminence. Right? Let's get that word preeminence, right? So preeminence, it says surpassing, eminence, superiority, distinction, precedence. So in all your works, keep to yourself the precedence, the importance, a place of rank or distinction, superiority. Transcend, excel, literally project toward, rise above. So in everything you do, all your works, the most important thing to work on is you. It's not the most important thing to work on. It's not somebody else. Everybody got to go through that path alone. Right? Right? Everybody got to go on that path alone. Look, preeminent, it says superior, distinguished beyond others, eminent above others. You see? And in all your works, put yourself and what the truth is above them. You got to be on point for the Lord and you in order for you to be on point, right, for the household. So you can't allow yourself to be swayed and moved in any other direction that isn't moving towards the goal of Yahweh Shai. And sometimes in this truth, once you've grown to a certain extent, those people that you're around that have not grown, they look at you as an enemy because you're not on that same level that you once were, that you're not moving in the same fashion that you once were. And that's all right. But you stay in that zone, man. This is I got to start up Ephesians 6 and 10. All right, and the way you keep on that path is this. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh, and in the power of his might put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may stand against the wiles of the devil. And what are some of the wiles of the devil? What is Satan's main weapon to bring a man down? It says many men have gone out of the wits for a woman, right? And for her sake have been bought to a piece of bread. The main thing that is always used by the devil to break you down is the woman. Right? She'll use all weapons in her arsenal. Kids, your own ego, to sit here and strip you of that Godhead. But remember, in all your works, keep the preeminence. Right? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You see, this fight ain't no normal fight. For you stay on this path, it takes a lot. But when you keep these certain things in mind, it makes it a lot. It's not easier, but it makes it more bearable. Because then you walk with the understanding that, hey, I know I'm doing this for a reason. You can't lose that reason in your mind. It says, this is Matthew 10 and 37. It says, he that loveth father or mother, because at the end of the day, we're coming to the time, and this is why I wanted to grab this. At the end of the day, we're coming to the time where the Lord is separating the sheep from the goats. And that can even happen in your house. That can even happen in your own house. Remember, the scriptures tell you that a man's foe shall be they of his own household. Right? Why are they becoming foes? Because the Lord has put a spirit on you that over time you grew, and they stayed there. They stayed stagnant. They watched your growth. They didn't take heed. Right? Because bros always, it's in your spirit to rebuke. When you come into this thing, it's in your spirit to correct and teach a righteous way. But a lot of people, a lot of Jake are not going to look at that with the respect it deserves. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And keep that in mind, because as the trials intensify, that conflict within the household may grow. It might not happen for everybody, but it's going to happen for a lot. So the word of the Lord is going to put a wedge, and that wedge is going to be the truth. And though they might not sit here and label the truth directly, sometimes they won't. But a lot of times it'll be little stupid ass arguments that literally try to get you going another way. But stand firm. Because when you start bending and folding, that's where Satan got a little chink in the armor to move in. It says, he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. Meaning, keep the first thing first. Do the work of the Lord. All that other shit, man, if you got to fall to the side, let it fall to the side. But you are staying on the path. When it comes to righteousness, when it comes to equitable judgment, you're a champion for that, because that's what keeps you in this thing. Right? Bending and folding too damn much is a detriment. Because then you start living for everybody else and not living for the Lord and for the purpose that the Lord gave his truth unto you. This is 1 Peter 4 and 4. So that's 144, right? So 1 Peter 4. Let's get that. And 4. And then it says, wherein you think, I got to start up. 1 Peter 4 and 3. You know what? Yeah, I'll go straight to 3. It says, "For in time past our life may suffice us to have wrote the will of the Gentiles," and even bros that been in this truth. Some of the relationships we had was writing the will of the Gentiles, man. You folded, you did whatever the woman wanted to do, and now you're locking into the spirit. You're clamping down in the faith, and they looking at you funny. It says, "When we walked in the lasciviousness, lust, and excess of wine, ravelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries," and this is when you were fully out of the truth, just in the world, right? Wherein they think it's strange that ye run not with the same excess of riots, speaking evil of you. And that even grows with you and you being in the faith, man. And I've come to this conclusion, man. Bros that got women right when you came in the truth, or right before you came into the truth, you don't deal with this shit too, man. That woman is gonna sit here and buck up because she want a form of you that the Lord has killed off through trial and tribulation for you to become that righteous vessel to hold the word of the Most High, to operate within spirit, to be that austere man that he was. And so they gonna look at you fucking sideways. It's all right though, man. It's all right. Let it be. These things must be. Because there's an evidence show that you've been doing what you were supposed to do. If you're not sitting there coming out of emotion and yelling and screaming, but you just trying to sit here and, delegate and explain and teach, and they don't listen, okay. All right. Well, if you don't listen to me, you listen to the Lord then. Let the Lord do his work. Luke 6:21, it says, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you," right? "And when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake." And we are even going to go through that within your household. It's just truth. Right? The Lord said, "What? Suppose you that I came to bring peace?" No, rather division is what the Lord said. Right? So if you got family that ain't right, friends, brothers in the world, even bros that's in the truth, if you ain't right, the Lord is going to separate them and separate you from them. And that's all right, man, because the Lord and what we're doing takes preeminence over them every time. It says, "Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets." So, I just want to make that quick lesson, man. You bros that are in this thing, hey, Satan gonna tug on you more to ease up and chill out and go do this and do that. You stay tight. Tighten up. Best you can, man. You are in a fight. And the things in the world at this stage cannot take precedence over the fight. And I'm a bro that's trying to take heed to that as well, man. But Lord willing, it's just edifying. I'm going to say, call Lord, Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shemel, Crocodile, Shalom.